What are 3 things that live up to the hype? It was day 2. Day 2 of a 10-day road trip across the southern United States. My best friend, one of 3 lifelong best friends I've had since the age of 2, but that's a discussion for another time, was attending grad school in Pasadena and was coming home to New Jersey for the summer. So I flew out to trade driving shifts and see what there is to see. Our first big stop was predictable, the Grand Canyon. I was excited, but not like ecstatic. I'd seen pictures and was well aware of how beautiful the American West could be. I figured this would be a cool thing to check out on the way to cities of culture like New Orleans and Nashville. So on day 2, we drove and drove and drove some more. Hot desert turned into hot forest, and we drove on. I don't remember the gatekeeping of the Grand Canyon being anything remarkable, something akin to a toll on the highway. And we drove. It was day 2. Sunset. South Rim. It happened. The Desert Fathers of the early Christian church wrote of the virtue of silence when contemplating the divine. Not because words are bad, but because as 20th century mystic and AC/DC road manager Barry Taylor says, God is the name of the blanket we throw over mystery to give it shape. If it's possible to experience a glimpse of infinity, and many would argue that this is what a divine encounter is, a description of that experience may be beautiful, instructive maybe, life-altering even, but the description will never equal the experience. How can it? To think that we can contain the infinite with finite language will always be a fool's errand. Don't worry, I didn't meet God at the Grand Canyon. But what I'm trying to say is, even if I had the writing ability of Billy Shakes, this far into the book, we all know that I'm unburdened by that genius, my description of the Grand Canyon could never equal the experience, the scale, the smell, the sensation of being enveloped by that vista of space and rock and light. The best I can do is to say this. The Grand Canyon lived up to the hype, but you have to experience it for yourself.